Hello there, and let me all tell you about a low point in my history and my life. Yep, that's right. I'm talking about the time I was on the IGCD as a certain user named Lantzs09. Yeah, this was a dark age in my lifetime. And of course, Lantzs09, as you may all know, was a troll who didn't know anything about cars but somehow joined IGCD. But that's why I made this video. I want to speak the truth to you guys about this, okay? So, years ago, I didn't become admin on IGCD because I didn't know anything about cars. Well, that's actually not true. Because even back when I was like a 15-year-old boy, I still knew a lot about cars. Yeah, I had quite a vast knowledge about cars, even as much as, or comparable to ThunderTHR's knowledge about cars. I know a lot about them. In fact, why do you think I own a lot of car books? And what do you think that is over there? That's an Audi R8 LMP. So, I must ask to you, why did I do this? What made me do this? Well, simple. I, of course, wasn't very mature back then. And I, of course, pretended to be dumb and pretended to not know anything about cars because I just wanted to do it for lulz. Yeah, I wasn't very mature. I was only just 15 years old. What do you expect? Yes, like I said, I had equal amounts of knowledge about cars as ThunderTHR, but I just didn't have the maturity of him. I didn't have the same levels of maturity as him and other guys, because I was only just 15 years old back then. And I learned my lesson not to do this again. Nowadays, I've completely matured, and of course, well, I now take responsibility in my actions. So, I'm better now. And I most definitely put my knowledge of cars to great use in a lot of my recent videos. And another reason. Certain cars that were posted on the IGCD page, I had no idea about because I just didn't know about them. And of course, about the take 5 seconds to research thing, well, guess what I had back then? This thing. This was my daily laptop back then. It was my first ever laptop, and I hope I can get it fixed sometime. The hard drive's knackered. Yeah. Downloaded a virus on it that bricked the laptop. And it wasn't very fast. It was only a single core. It wouldn't take me 5 seconds to research something on that thing. And of course, I had slow internet. I still have slow internet today, but I still had to deal with slow internet even back then. And it wouldn't take me 5 seconds to search something, 'cause, well, single core laptop, that's low end, and slow internet. Another thing. Well, I posted screenshots from other sites because back then I didn't really have any capture equipment. And this was long before I would even get access to a DVD recorder and fix that problem with a budget. You see, back then I would take pictures of cars on the TV screen and even film game footage on the TV screen because that's all I had back then. Even when I first started my videos, I would film game footage on the TV screen. But that was before I realized, nope, this ain't working. And I decided to step up my game and get myself a DVD recorder from a yard sale. And it was a decision that I gladly made, because look at it here. Yep, this thing can pretty much do anything that a capture card can. And I also got a better computer now. Yeah, I'm planning on getting a newer computer, but my current daily driver is a 2012 MacBook Pro, and it's still a great machine that holds up to this very day, as opposed to this thing. So yeah, that's the truth about me and my Lantzs09 era, and also about Wikia. I knew who Darth Vader was, but I was just asking these questions for fun. And, well, again, I wasn't really that mature back then, but now I'm a fully mature adult. Oh, and by the way, I still think the Yomoshoto evasion from The Sims 2 looks like a Lexus. And that's fine. That's what I think. It's okay if you still think that's a generic sedan, because, well, I'm not going to argue with you. It's just your opinion, that's fine. And I'm very open-minded to other people's opinions. I respect what other people think. It's your opinion. You can't change it. And I'm a car guy who's open-minded. Yeah. A car guy who's open-minded, believe it or not, is saying a lot of things for a lot of car guys. And you can also have the same arguments with Vanzilla from The Loud House. Yeah, it's a hodgepodge of 1960s vans, but some of you might say that's just a generic van. It's the same exact argument. Same thing with the Homer's pink sedan. Some of you might think that's just a generic sedan. But to me it looks like a Dodge Dart. And even in the series, it's a fictional car called the 1986 Plymouth Junkerola, which is a funny reference to the 1986 Plymouth Valiant, because we all know how junk K cars are. In fact, Red Green even states that the only use that they have now are for yard work. It's real funny. So yeah, those are my truths about myself and how intelligent I really was back then. And also, I just like Tony Stewart over Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson. But again, that's okay. You see, what this all boils down to is that I've improved ever since, and, well, I have varying opinions on what my favorite cars are and what my favorite race car drivers are, because that's who we are. We're all different. And I wish that the internet knows this. Oh, and by the way, ThunderTHR makes great videos. I'd highly recommend you to check out his channel if you have the chance. So yeah, I'm really sorry for the Dark Age. I've come to my senses now, and nowadays I'm responsible for my actions. And I made the best of it, of explaining why this happened. And unlike those people at IGCD, I didn't really have deep pockets. I couldn't afford a capture card. Like I said before, this was before I had a DVD recorder, long before, and the only laptops I had back then were a low-end compact Presario and an HP laptop that was very slow. I'm glad I switched to my MacBook Pro and never went back, because that is a phenomenal laptop. Very awesome, still runs to this very day. So, peace out. Alright, so this concludes the infamous Lantzs09 era of mine, and the truths and misconceptions about me. And I definitely had fun explaining those truths and misconceptions. Alright, see you guys later. It's been fun knowing you all. Peace out.